Hello beautiful people, it's past half of Ramadan and I thought it's time for me to do the I Heart Ramadan tag, which I found on Bubblegum Hijab's channel. You can check out her video down below and you can check her out because she does so many amazing things. She is one of my favorite YouTubers that I look up to. She does a lot of DIYs, outfit of the days, and a lot of useful stuff, so you guys can go and check her out. Question: when do you start getting excited about Ramadan? Well, for me, I would say a couple of weeks before Ramadan, because I used to go to a boarding school, and every time Ramadan comes around, because it's a majority Muslim community in the school, a lot of the schedules would be shifted around to sort of adapt to the activities that the school wants to do during Ramadan. Even now, I would say after finishing school, I still get excited a couple of weeks before I would talk to my friends about it. Second question is, what is your favorite memory of Ramadan? My favorite memory of Ramadan would be waking up for suhoor, because I think it's the funniest thing in the world, especially because I went to boarding school, so I would wake up all of my friends in the morning for suhoor, or they would wake me up, and I find it hilarious because all of us are just like half asleep, going down to the dining hall in our pajamas and trying to eat food. That is my favorite memory of Ramadan so far. Does your family have any Ramadan traditions? On my mother's side, every weekend we would get together and have like a potluck for iftar, and my mom's siblings would usually take turns hosting it, and I consider that a very, very fun tradition because I get to see all my uncles, aunts, grandma, cousins, and it's really, really nice for everyone just to get together and have iftar together. And we would usually pray together right after, and that I would say is it's what makes it most meaningful to me. What is your favorite food during Ramadan? My favorite food, I would say, is ever since I was a little girl, this two things must be on the table during iftar, which is murtabak, which I usually buy from the bazaar Ramadan that we have in Malaysia, soya milk. When you're fasting, do you think about food? No, I do not think about food during Ramadan at all, I would say. And when I was younger, it was probably what made most of my brain during the day, just thinking about food. But the older I get, I don't count down to how many hours is it to iftar, or like what am I having for iftar. If I do, it's because I'm cooking with my mom, so we kind of have to think of the menu to prepare, but it's not like a struggle of I want to eat food now or anything like that. So no. Besides water and dates, what do you break fast with? Anything my mom cooks probably is the answer to that question. But I guess the constant thing that is in the meals for iftar is probably rice. So yeah, I break my fast with dates, water, and rice. What do you eat for suhoor? Same thing, whatever my mom puts on the table, that is what is going to be my mouth for suhoor and rice. But I don't eat, the portion of rice that I eat for suhoor is not as much as for iftar, because probably I'm half asleep and not in the mood to eat so much for suhoor. What is your least favorite thing about Ramadan? I don't think I have any like least favorite thing about Ramadan. I love the month, and there's not really any particular thing that I would be least happy about, I think. So no. One thing that makes you happiest during Ramadan. A lot of things make me happy, but if I had to choose one, probably because I feel more calm and I feel like there's less distractions during Ramadan for me to do like to be more diligent in practicing my religious beliefs. I don't know whether it's just because of my mentality, because it's Ramadan, or because it is actually, you know, the month. But I find it easier to do good deeds and to kind of reflect back on who I am as a person and as a Muslim, and I think that is one of the things that makes me happiest about Ramadan. If I could give one advice to someone who is fasting, it is probably to have patience, because you're going to need to have so much patience to deal with a lot of things during Ramadan, especially if you're the type of person that gets cranky when you're hungry. You need to have patience to deal with that and to deal with everything. So that's all the 10 questions in the I Heart Ramadan tag. I really don't know who to tag, so I guess any of you who would like to do the tag, you can. Please do, and if you do, tell me, link your video in the comments down below maybe. I would really love to see it, because I know that we come from different cultures, even though, you know, we have the same religion, but we have different traditions and we have different ways of celebrating the month of Ramadan, and I would love to hear them. One thing that I am slightly upset about this Ramadan this year is that there's so many people suffering in Palestine right now, our, you know, brothers and sisters of Islam, and it really breaks my heart seeing all these pictures and listening to all these news. But there's so many great charities and auctions going on right now. I'm linking to them down below. Both are happening in Malaysia and in the UK. You guys can participate in those donations and auctions, and these will all go to people who need it in Palestine. And stay tuned for Eid al-Fitr, because since I realized that we're so different since we're so different in terms of culture, I wanted to vlog during Hari Raya Eid al-Fitr or Eid. I have no idea how to pronounce that word in English. Basically Eid al-Fitr, to share with all of you. And thank you so much for watching this video. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.